the truth, sniff out the lies, grab a gift bag, and get a selfie with me. Yes, as always, our team captains are the breezy Sabrina, Jalees. And the effervescent Matt Walsh. On Matt's team tonight, she has her own show on Peacock, coincidentally called The Amber Ruffin Show. Go figure, it's Amber Ruffin. And our next guest is a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, novelist, screenwriter, and actor, but tonight, I think, is where he's really gonna make his mark. Please welcome A.R. Akhtar. And on Sabrina's team tonight, he's one of the impractical jokers, and I swear to God, if he tries to pull any of that crap on me tonight, I'll be extremely honored. Please welcome Sal Vulcano. And finally, she's an actress, an author, and an icon who once called Warhol a friend. We're glad her 15 minutes lasted long enough for her to join us here tonight. It's Brooke Shields. And it is time for round one, Truth Be Told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. Could be a lie, it could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Okay, let's get started. Brooke, please read your card.
All right. As a teenager, I babysat a bunch of lemurs.
Who owned the lemurs?
The lemurs were at the San Diego Zoo. There were 13 of them, and they needed to be fed every 15 minutes.
How old were you?
16.
So you're Brooke Shields, big movie star, and you think, you know, I'm gonna get myself a babysitting job.
Well, I was entrusted to work in the nursery for credit in school.
For what class?
It was my senior project. All the seniors had to go do a project. So, like, one girl rebuilt a car.
And that girl is a lesbian, and let's just shout that out. That was her coming out project. I built a car, Dad. So that's kind of where we're at. What you want, Daddy? I hope it's not a straight daughter.
Brooke Shields, you said that baby lemurs have to be fed every 15 minutes, and I don't think that's true. I had a bunch of bunnies. They had to be fed every 4 hours.
That's because they're busy doing other things.
Where were you living and what other animals did you engage with?
The bird sanctuary.
What did you do there?
I just prepped food.
How do you prep bird food?
A lot of chopping.
Chopping? Like chopping up little seeds and making them smaller? Birds who eat meat? I guess.
Some of the birds do eat horse meat.
Horse meat?
Horse meat?
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
I just want to tell you, if this was a lie...
You're looking at me.
If this is a lie, you didn't need to do the horse meat bit. Like, we didn't need that.
Do you mind if I talk to my client for a second?
Sure.
Off mic.
I'm getting hot.
Maybe,
I would say...
I suppose a falcon or...
Well, horse meat is a brand of birdseed.
No! See? Guys, Brooke Shields, if this is true, you win the entire show.
There's an Oscar on the other side of this.
I mean, if you haven't been at the zoo and seen a wheelbarrow full of dead horses being brought to the bird sanctuary, then you're blocking out memories, man.
Yeah. I mean, you got to use that horse meat for something. You're right. You're
God,
right.
I hope this is true.
You believe her, Sabrina.
I
Totally.
do believe,
I
yeah,
know
but
you do.
I'm not on your team,
I know
so I
you're
don't.
All right, you got to make a decision. Amber, what do you say?
This is a lie, and we all know it.
All right. Ayan, what do you say?
Well, I mean, it's so brazen that I just feel like, of course it's a lie, but it feel like it makes me wonder if it's not somehow true.
So you clarified nothing.
I'm gonna let him make the decision.
Meaning, I'm with you. I just feel like it could be true because it is so, like, off the charts, illogical, but we feel, Team Pulitzer, I like to call us. Team Pulitzer says it's a lie, Brooke.
All right, Team Pulitzer says it's a lie. Brooke, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What? Did you chop horse meat? Did you chop horse meat? Did you chop horse meat? Did you
No,
chop
but
horse meat?
the eagles, one of the ones that fly.
Falcons,
they got the horse meat, but it
Falcons.
was already
Oh,
pre-chopped. Pre-chopped. So those were birds in the bird sanctuary.
All right, okay. Next up. Amber, you're up. Please read the card in front of you.
A musician heard me sneeze and sampled it for a song.
Lie.
There we go. That's how you play.
That's how you- So wait, who was the musician?
My brother.
Did it go viral?
No, it did not. Oh, I get it. Oh, damn it.
Can you do the sneeze that he heard and said, that's got to be on my song?
I mean, it was a real sneeze, so it was like.
That's how you sneeze?
Was it more than once in a song? Like, was it, or was it just?
It was part of the beat.
Can you do it one more time?
It's one of my
Kinda sounds like
favorite
growing
rap
up.
songs. I know it.
Have you heard this song?
Now, what is the name of the song that's sampled?
The name of this song is Sickness.
Sickness.
Oh, you're good. You are good.
What? Can you give me a couple of the lyrics from the song Sickness?
Yes, I got feeling fevers, feeling chills. Bitch, you got me feeling ill.
I'm sorry. No, I like it. This is flowing. Let's keep going. This is good.
All that's not up in my head make me want to lay up in the bed. Girl, you think that you can trick this? You can't, because I got a sickness.
Whoa, nice. Now,
Not a good song.
all right, Sal, we got to make a decision.
Wow.
Yes,
What
we
do you
do.
think?
Very tough.
Well, see, I know Amber has musical skills and improvisation skills, so she's that good, and I'm thinking it might be a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Brooke, what do you say?
I think it was true, just those weren't the real lyrics.
Wait, so are you saying it's a lie or?
No, I'm saying that, I do think it's, God, I think it is a lie.
You think it's a lie? Okay, Sabrina, you got to make a decision.
I'm going with the motion of this ocean.
Okay.
It certainly has more star power than I, and I think I'm being swayed. I'm swaying with my team. I'm saying we believe it's a lie.
They say it's a lie. Amber, please tell us, is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie. Yes! Yes! I would have done true. You guys were so good. That was good. See, now we're
Right. Okay, next up. Sal, would you
Yes.
please read the card in front of you?
You got this.
During a busy dating phase, I kept a spreadsheet tracking my outfits.
Where did that fear of repeating an outfit come from?
I'm very buttoned up, and I just think it's just an extension of.
Sir, you are wearing a hoodie with hearts on it. Buttoned up out.
But I'm meticulous in the way that I approach everything.
What were the outfits?
I don't remember the outfits.
But the spreadsheet.
I know.
You
I know.
made it so that you would remember.
I know.
The
I just-
spreadsheet has failed.
Was there ever overlap in, say, a category like shoes?
Shoes did not factor in.
How about socks? Did socks come into play?
Not at all.
How about blue jeans?
It was mostly tops I was worried about.
Mostly tops?
Although if I had a specific pants, let's say like a maroon corduroy, that would be noted.
Did you have a maroon corduroy?
I did.
So you remember that, and that's it?
Well, now that you like kind of awoke my memory of it, I do. But I don't really remember all the different clothes I wore back then.
Do you
But-
remember the girls?
I mean, I remember some of them.
Lemur.
Yeah, good.
No.
Horsey.
Horse meat. All right, we want to deliberate.
what do
I
you
feel like
think?
we're
What do you
feeling like
think, Ayad? What do you
deliberating
think?
here.
I don't know. He seems oddly, uncharacteristically nervous about this somehow. I don't understand. Mm-hmm. You know,
It's working.
Wait, have you met Sal before? Do you know that he's uncharacteristically
my
nervous?
mom's favorite show is Impractical Jokers.
So
She has the TiVo was completely filled.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
based on
like I
his
just
TV
met him
persona.
tonight, but I feel like I know him.
Right.
Aw.
he's giving off a nervous vibe.
But it's the easiest freaking lie. I think he is telling the truth and trying to pretend like it is a lie. Freaking outfit spreadsheet. That ain't.
Yeah, I think the details for me
Yeah.
felt vague.
That's true.
So I feel like Team Pulitzer says it's a lie, Sal.
They say it's a lie. Sal, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
It was right.
It's true. Sal's fashion sense was so off the charts, it was on a charts. Okay. So at the end of round one, Sabrina's team is in the lead. And now it's time for Follow the Leader, where we hear from our team captains. Sabrina, you're up. Go ahead and read the card exactly as written.
I won a hot pepper eating contest on a technicality.
I have to know what that technicality was.
The person that actually ate the most hot peppers puked. Boom. Technically, I'm the winner. You didn't keep them in, bro.
What kind of peppers?
They were like green chili peppers from a garden.
How many did you eat?
I ate 42.
In what time period?
It was the 18th century.
Okay, you ate 42 nameless, just green peppers out of somebody's
They were-
backyard.
it was at a farmer's market event.
In what
Farmer's
time
market.
period did you have to eat them? Like, it didn't take a day. Like, what did they say? Marks, get set, go?
And I would say it was about 30 minutes.
How big were the peppers?
About that big, that thick.
I just don't think this seems like something you do at a farmer's market.
Well, you've never been to Canada, Amber, and we'd love to have you.
Girl, I've been to Canada.
Yes.
How many people were in the competition?
There were 8 in the beginning, but by the end of the 30 minutes, it was between me and this other man.
Did other people just die in the middle? What happened?
They kind of just petered out. People gave up.
What did you win?
A little, like, gift basket.
How did you feel after the contest?
Not good at all. I felt very tummy churny that night.
Was
Tummy
there also
churny.
a contest that involved racing to the bathroom
Yes,
afterwards?
that was the next contest, was how do I get this poop out of my body?
And what happened to, you said technicality, so what happened to the other person?
The guy next to me ate 43, and you could see him sort of, like he was like kind of like, and then he needed to grab a bin, and
So they declared him the winner.
they were going to, and then technically I won.
So did a bell go off when the 30 minutes was up?
You're thinking of a way higher tech competition. No bell.
This is Canada, for God's sake.
Whatever, when somebody goes, time's up, whatever that moment is.
That means a woman has been assaulted.
And what do you say?
I don't know.
What?
I mean,
You just seem exhausted.
I'm inclined to say she's probably true, but whatever.
Okay.
I have no confidence in my opinion on this.
The thing that sticks with me, like, is it really gonna come down to the wire
Yeah.
in a pepper eating contest?
Ooh.
And it
you know
hadn't
what I
been
mean?
called, but somehow she's alleging that he had won already.
but that means she's going pepper for pepper for pepper for pepper.
I
Like,
think it's true.
What?
I think it's true, and you were trying to trick us into thinking you were lying.
Matt, I think you need to make a decision.
I'll go with my teammates. We will say no. We're gonna say it's a lie.
You're going out on your own.
Oh my gosh.
saying it's a lie. Okay, Matt's team, Pulitzer, they say it's a lie. Sabrina, please tell us, is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a spicy, spicy lie. Okay, now it is my favorite part of the game called My Turn, where I will read a statement and you all will have to decide whether I'm telling the truth or a big fat lie. I was kicked out of a haunted house for fighting a mummy.
Who started it, you or the mummy?
The mummy thought I started it, but I thought the mummy started it.
Can you take us through the chain of events that led to the altercation with the mummy?
Obviously,
Well
he's
put.
been arrested.
I knew that one of my friends, my college friends, was working in the haunted house. And my friend said, "That's David." And so...
All right, can I be the mummy and you show us how you roughhouse?
Yeah. So
All right, so I'm a
here,
mummy?
I'm me, you're a mummy.
All right, being a...
You're being a mummy. And then I'm with my friends, and my friend says, she whispers to me, "Hey, that's David in the mummy suit." And I go over and I'm like, you big logo! I do that.
What does the mummy do to you?
Well, the mummy thought I was Thank you. Thank you very much, Matt. The mummy, who did not know me, thought that he was just being attacked by a patron.
And how does the mummy react?
And he pushed me back.
Can I do that? Can we do that part?
Okay, guys, I cannot help but to point out, he said he did not know who started it. But that's clear that you started it.
Well, I started it in the sense that it was a stranger, but had it been the right mummy, had it been my friend David, I didn't think I was starting a fight with him. But because it was the wrong guy, he thought I was fighting him or attacking him, and he pushed me back.
So what's the next move after that push?
The security guard thinks we're having a fight, and I get hauled out of the haunted house.
Can I ask,
on
how
his
did your
head.
friend, how did she know that that was David?
Because
the guy?
David indicated that it was him to her, but I didn't see that. So he was kind of like,
How did he indicate it to her?
I didn't see it,
went
but
from
he
this
clearly
to-
was like, oh, it's
I'm David.
All right, you gotta make a decision.
What part do you believe and what part don't you believe?
I believe that he went to a haunted house. I believe he went with his friends. Where I am foggy is, he said he didn't know who started it. But if you friggin' come up to someone and you start roughhousing it, man, you started it.
Everything obviously could be true here, but I don't know. I just,
Doesn't add up for you?
yeah, somehow.
So you both think it's not true. Okay, we're gonna say we think it's a lie.
It's a lie. They say it's a lie. What do you say, Sal?
I have been kicked out of a haunted house myself. That's true. Swear.
You have
so
lived a life.
I believe him. I think it's true.
Brooke, what do you say?
I could see you wanting to be funny in front of your friends and be like the funny guy, and you knew David was gonna be in there, so I'm gonna say it's true.
All right, your team says it's true. Sabrina, what do you say?
You know, I've also been kicked out of a haunted house.
For real?
Yeah, because I was pretending to be a monster and touching people. I wanted to get into showbiz. We believe it's true.
You say it's true. You say it's a lie. Well, it is indeed absolutely a lie.
Come on, guys.
It's a lie. I would never hit my mummy. Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show. And the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team.
I believe that.
See you next week on Would I Lie to You.
I'd love to hear that hook.
What you want, Daddy?
What? And also, could you tell me, what did Daddy want?
That
That's a great question.
that booty.
Oh, wow. Aasif Mandvi, and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where celebrities ask each other the tough questions. Though mostly that question is, what the hell are you talking about? As always, our team captains are the magnetic Sabrina Jalees and the adorable Matt Walsh. On Matt's team tonight, he was a comedy pioneer with his sketch group The State, but now he's a comedy elder statesman. It's the wise and witty Michael Ian Black. And you loved our next guest in the hit movie Trainwreck, but if you've seen her live, you know she can really go off the rails. It's Bridget Everett. And on Sabrina's team tonight, she rubs elbows with politicians, journalists, and the Hollywood elite. Tonight, she'll have to settle for a fist bump from Sabrina Jalees. It's Ali Wentworth. And finally, he's a great actor who's been in more movies and TV shows than you can count, unless you can count to 143. It is the very tired Dylan Baker. And it's time for round one, Truth Be Told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. Could be a lie, it could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Let's get started. Bridget, you're up. Please read your card.
As a waitress, I would sometimes serenade Charles Barkley.
Bridget, who was Charles Barkley playing for at the time?
Well, the Phoenix Suns, of course.
And the restaurant was where?
In Scottsdale.
And what kind of food did this restaurant serve?
Oh, Chinese.
So that's how white Arizona is. That you're the face of the Chinese.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
When would the singing happen in the...
When I'm dropping the check.
So you got him primed for the tip.
Yeah, you want to prime him.
And what did you sing?
I've got a crush on you. The old standard. I've got a crush on you.
Did he come in with his wife?
I think so.
And you sang that song to him?
Yeah.
So, Charles Barkley came in with his wife. Any other basketball players?
Yeah, all of them.
Did Scottie Pippen ever come in with
Yeah.
him?
What was the name of the restaurant?
P.F. Chang's.
If he said, get me the usual, what would that be?
Pork pot stickers.
That's a great question. What else does he order?
Chicken lettuce wraps.
What's the most popular order at P.F. Chang's?
Chicken lettuce wraps.
Dylan, what do you think?
Well, I'm just wondering what Scottie Pippen was doing in Arizona since he plays for the Chicago Bulls.
There we go.
Yeah, but, I mean, they kind of play everywhere.
Ali, what do you think?
I've never gotten a sit-down table at P.F. Chang's, and I've had many wedding anniversaries.
Yeah.
What kind of elitist, northeastern liberal bubble do you live in? P.F. Chang's is only a sit-down restaurant.
I don't understand what kind of Midwestern, suppressed, homoerotic bubble you live in.
The kind that will get with P.F. Chang every chance I get.
Yeah.
I will go deep in duck sauce, sister.
Sabrina, what do you think?
I think the show's finally starting to feel like my family at the dinner table. You know, I was confused. I didn't grow up in this country. I didn't know about P.F. Chang's being a sit-down. Then the crowd claps for sit-down, but then you're talking about Chicago, and then you seem like it is for sure a lie.
For sure.
So we, as a team, believe it is a lie.
It is a lie.
Okay.
Okay, Bridget, they're saying it's a lie. Can you please reveal? Is it true or is it a lie?
It is true!
It's true. Bridget was a slam dunk when she sang at Chang's. And Ali, please read your card.
Oh, boy.
I started a new dance move at my high school.
Okay. Please do the dance move for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a partner.
Nude or
All right,
new?
here we go.
So this is when you were in high school?
I'm in high school.
Okay, so this is 1960 what?
Dare you? I'm 30. Okay, this is 1994.
Okay.
And this was like our big homecoming dance, and we were dancing, and then I started my move.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Just.
Okay, I'm Jacob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Jacob, go
So
Jacob.
far, so
Go
good.
Jacob. Go Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob's. Okay, and this was.
You gotta follow me.
I have to follow you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
But then you do the whip thing.
Then I
Yeah,
whip?
okay.
This is... I'm out.
Yo, Jacob, I think she's into you.
I would like to host a show that's actually going to air.
What do you call that move?
The alley.
Was it spontaneous or premeditated?
It was spontaneous, and then everyone was like kind of clapping and stuff, and then it became like a thing.
What was the dance theme?
Pregnancy.
They called it fertility.
Michael?
I mean, come on.
When you say, come on, like, why? Like, why are you saying that?
Do I have to... This was the dance. This was the dance.
By the way,
But
you're
I
not
mean-
even selling it right.
I mean, I remember the steps, certainly. I do remember the
I know,
choreography.
but you make it seem pornographic.
What do you think?
I believe her. Sorry.
Why do you believe her? Tell me, though.
Well, I believe her because I believe women.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
And there's something relatable in that story, or what?
I had my own alley back in the day.
You had your own alley?
We'll leave it at that, all right, Matt?
Thank
do you
you,
think?
sister.
I believe women, I guess, is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say we believe it's true.
Their team is saying it is true. So, Allie, would you please reveal, is this true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Well done.
It's a lie. Turns out Allie's
right.
hips do lie. Okay, next up, it is Dylan. If you could read the card.
Here we go, team.
You got it.
On occasion, I've stopped to light a candle at a highway rest stop.
Why?
What's the occasion?
Very good question. Why?
I was trying to get my karma right for my favorite sports team,
Yeah, which team?
the Washington football team.
Why would you go to a rest stop to do this?
It's a good question
Yeah.
because it was the Vince Lombardi rest stop
Where is the Vince Lombardi rest stop?
off the New Jersey Turnpike. Thank
And
you.
how did you know it was the Vince Lombardi rest stop?
There's a big sign.
Was it like once a season, or was it during the same season?
It was before the first game.
Oh. So
Okay.
this would be an annual rite.
Oh, yeah.
And after the first 3 or 4, 5 times when it didn't work, did you reconsider? I'm a huge sports fan. I know that they haven't won anything in a long time.
That's true, Mike. Thank you.
And do you have a ritual when you watch?
I do have a ritual. I open a beer, and then I open another one.
Is it just the 2 beers?
Maybe not.
Are you open to company?
This is the first episode where I feel like everyone's having sex after we wrap.
So, what do you think, Bridget?
For me, what I'm struggling with is the rest stop called the Vince Lombardi rest stop. Now,
I
I don't
think
know where he's
that's-
from. That's real?
I'm a New Jersey native. I've been to the Vince Lombardi rest stop on multiple occasions.
So it's real.
wow.
It's
So
real.
it's real.
The question really hinges to me on, is this a believable story, knowing what I know about Dylan Baker, which is almost nothing? And I find it highly credible. I say he's telling the truth.
Oh, you think it's true?
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with my teammates. We believe it's true.
Dylan, they say it's true. Is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. Dylan did indeed light a flame for the love of the game. So, at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Matt's team is in the lead. Okay, our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Sabrina's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It'll be up to Matt's team to spot who is telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Jacob. Okay, Dylan, please tell us, who is Jacob to you?
Well, this is Jacob. He is the fragrance engineer who developed my signature scent.
All right. Sabrina, can you explain how you know Jacob?
This is Jacob. I attended his destination wedding on Alcatraz.
And Allie, please tell us your relationship to Jacob.
This is Jacob. He is my partner for a clamming competition.
Explain the parameters of a clamming competition.
You go out and you try to find the biggest clam. Last year, it was over 2 pounds of the biggest quahog. So Jacob and I go clamming together, looking for the biggest clam to put into the competition.
How did you meet a clamming partner?
During the pandemic, our mutual friend didn't have enough room in her house, and Jacob ended up living with us for 2 years. And so we were so bored that we started clamming together.
All right.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'm
move
good.
on.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're ready.
Who do you want to move on to?
What is the name of your scent, Dylan?
Just, I guess, Dylan's
What do you mean
scent.
you guess? You would know.
It's only mine. It's Dylan's scent.
And where does Jacob, where does he do his business?
We did this in Atlanta, where he came down and worked for the company.
Is that like a floral base or what are the notes of that scent?
I think it was musky.
So how much time would you say you spent with Jacob during that period?
It's like 15 minutes.
When was this?
2012.
Okay, so this guy that you spent 15 minutes with 10 years ago is now showing up here because the bond was so strong? Like, I've spent more time with waiters, and I can guarantee you, none of them are coming out here.
You want to move on to Sabrina?
I'm ready to move
Yeah,
on.
we can move on.
I feel
Yeah, I think we're
confident.
ready to move on. Thank you so much,
Thank
Dylan.
you.
That was
Thank you, Tom.
And Jacob, I know.
Yeah, Jacob, you're doing great.
Sabrina, if you could just tell us again
Well,
what
this
it
is
was.
Jacob, and I attended his destination wedding on Alcatraz.
So what's the story about why they chose Alcatraz?
The thing was that they had watched Alcatraz. That was the movie they watched, the first date that they sort of hooked
The
up.
movie Alcatraz.
The movie Alcatraz.
Yeah, I think that's what the movie is.
Escape
right?
from Alcatraz.
Sean
Escape from
Connery
Alcatraz.
and-
Yes, they had a Sean Connery impersonator that was a bartender.
The wedding's in the actual prison? Is it the
No,
actual
the island is really beautiful.
The island is a rocky hellscape. That is why they put the prison there.
It's all about perspective, Michael.
I guess so. You're
if
right.
you're looking through the cage, yes, it's terrible.
Michael, what do you think?
Who's gonna hire a Sean Connery impersonator at a wedding? Ludicrous.
Okay, so that the bartender thing is bumpy for you, big time.
And for Dylan's story has no credibility with me either because if there was a Dylan Baker signature scent, don't you think the whole world would want that? I heard quahog, I was like, this bitch is telling the truth.
But do you think he lived with them for
Yeah.
2 years?
Yeah. A lot of people did it, and then they got stuck with a freeloader like Jacob for 2 years. Yes. What do you think?
I'm sorry, Jacob, but you're not getting married on Alcatraz. I know you. I know that you have sensitivities, you have allergies, and Dylan, because of his allergies, is not on scents. Okay, but what he loves is the smell of the sea. And Jacob loves a jumbo clam. Do you remember how it felt in your fingers when you leaned down and put your fingers in the sea and picked that big clam and put it in your hands? Yeah, it felt good, didn't it, Jacob?
It's against the rules to make our guest horny.
And you know why it felt so good? Because you were living there for free.
Okay, Matt, Jacob, Dylan's fragrant friend, Sabrina's jailhouse groom, or is he Allie's clammy cohort?
We're gonna say that Jacob is Allie's clammy cohort.
Jacob, will you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Jacob, and I go clamming with Allie.
You guys are the best. You guys are the best.
Jacob and Allie are teammates on the half shell. So, at the end of our This Is round, Matt's team is in the lead. Okay, now it's my favorite part of the game called My Turn, where I will read a statement and you will all have to decide whether I'm telling the truth or a lie. Here goes. I once got out of a speeding ticket by pretending there was a bee in my shirt.
Did the bee sting you?
Well, you're assuming there was a real bee.
Yes, I am.
There wasn't a real bee.
Can you show us?
Yeah, show
you know,
us.
like what you did. Like when they
Yeah.
pulled you, this is-
You want someone to play a sheriff or whoever pulled you over?
I'd love to see Dylan Baker's rendition of a
Yes!
sheriff.
Could you go out there, Aasif?
I mean, an accomplished actor like Dylan Baker right here.
Okay, you are a North Carolina state trooper.
Okay, and were you in fact speeding before this guy pulled you
Yes,
over?
I was. I
Okay.
was speeding.
And for Dylan, I want you to play it like your wife is mad at you.
Yeah, and you've
I
got a
mean,
secret. You
sure.
forgot her birthday.
Okay, go. Action. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hi, officer. Hi.
License and registration?
Oh, yeah, sure.
An accent. An accent.
Accent work.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, officer. It's a rental. I don't know.
Oh,
Whoa!
Okay.
I understand we are in North Carolina,
All
but
right.
Who's in the car with you?
I don't have your license, okay? I never have your license. Why do you make me sit in the back?
I'm so sorry, officer. I was speeding, and I apologize. There's a bee in the car. A bee got in, and I was trying to swat the bee. I was trying to get rid of the bee and not get stung by the bee, and so I apologize. My foot.
Oh my God. Partner. Cop's partner?
Oh, wait. Okay. There's a. Okay. Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, excuse me. Earl? Hi. What day is it?
Guess who got a gun?
This is the fourth gun you've given me on a birthday. I would like a brooch or be taken to Sereno's Italian restaurant or something nice.
Thank you. And scene. Okay. So anyway.
So the bee excuse was effective and you did not get a ticket written?
He did not write me a ticket.
May I ask you why, if you were coming up with such a crazy idea, when the cop came to the window, why didn't you just go, oh my, you're not gonna believe what just happened?
You're a white person getting pulled over by a police officer. I am a brown person getting pulled over by a police officer. It's a slightly different experience. There's not a lot of like, oh, yeah, crazy thing.
Now my white guilt makes me feel like you're telling the truth.
Yes, I think, well, okay, we need to
What do
make
you
a
guys
decision.
think?
What do you say?
This should be fast.
I think it collapsed under
Yeah.
the weight of the window.
yeah. I
don't believe it.
For me,
windows.
it's what's on the card, and the card said that the bee was in the shirt. You know?
Yeah, I
Yes, there
agree.
you go.
We never got the shirt explanation right
Yeah.
away. So we think it's a lie.
Okay, you say it's a lie?
What do you think, Dylan?
Well, I don't agree with them, but I think it's a lie.
I also think it's a lie.
Yeah, for me, it's the bee, it's the shirt, it's the car, it's all of it. We don't believe you be honest. We do believe you be lying.
Yeah.
Well, I am honored to tell you that it is indeed a lie. It's a lie. I never pulled over. I'm on the lam. Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show, and the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team. See you next time on Would I Lie to You?
I've eaten an entire lasagna off the floor.
Did you eat it like a dog, or did you get a knife and fork on the floor? So you ate it like Burt Reynolds, 1976, on the fur rug naked?
I was scooping, hand scooping.
I'm Aasif Mandvi, and welcome to Would I Lie to You? The shows that lie so believable, you'd never know they had work done. As always, our team captains are the jovial Sabrina, Jalees, and the jocular Matt Walsh. On Sabrina's team tonight, he's a stand-up comedian who takes on the big issues. But tonight, he'll take on our non-issues. It's the hilarious Hari Kondabolu. And she's an Emmy-nominated actress who appeared on NYPD Blue, CSI, and NCIS. Let's hope she can figure out how to lie ASAP. Please welcome Amy Carlson. And on Matt's team tonight, he's opened for Modest Mouse, Yola Tango, and Cake. He's not a rock star, he's just a comedian. Please welcome Eugene Merman. And finally, he's an actor you know from Madam Secretary, The Good Fight, and more. But tonight, he'll play his greatest role ever, panelist number 4. It's the great Michael Boatman.
Thank you.
And it's time for round 1, Truth Be Told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. Could be a lie, it could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Remember, players, you're reading the cards exactly as written. Let's get started. And Hari, you're up. Please read the card in front of you.
You're assuming I can read. All right. I partied all night with a bunch of motorcycle riding gravediggers.
Okay.
What? Why are you laughing?
Where did this happen?
In South Dakota.
Why were you in South Dakota?
I'm a stand-up comic and I need the money.
How do you know they were gravediggers?
Because I spoke to them and that was part of the deal.
Were they traveling gravediggers?
They were gravediggers who I guess were friends from
motorcycle school.
Or the union.
They were on a trip.
How did you meet this motorcycle gang?
I was performing in the venue downstairs. I went upstairs after the show, hoping to meet some of the fans. There weren't any, but there were these fellows, and then we started chatting.
So did you get any details about the grave digging trade from them?
It was weird because they were talking to me, and I was talking, partly because I like to talk to people, partly because I was scared.
Right.
And I didn't really ask them about that, which is weird because as a comic, you'd think I would, right? But
Where did you go after South Dakota?
Bozeman, Montana.
Did you fly to the gig or drive?
I don't know how to drive, so I flew and took a cab, which I had to get ahead of time because this was before Uber and Lyft, so I had to call the cab company and they had to pick me up, and there was only one cab, and I got it.
Your card said you partied all night.
Partying for some people is like drugs and drinking all through the night.
Right.
Partying for me meant hanging out with these fellas till about 10:30 and then going back to the Holiday Inn and watching some Law and Order and crashing.
What time was your show?
It was an 8 o'clock show. There was no second show. It was canceled.
So your show was done around 9:30 or 10, and you hung out all night till about 10:30?
All night is subjective. If we
Correct.
all fall asleep right now, we've partied together all night.
Were you the headliner that night?
Yes!
I don't know.
Why would I
don't
go
know.
to South Dakota to open a gig?
Fair point. You could have been a middle act, I guess.
How dare you, sir?
Okay, what do you think, Michael?
I'm feeling true. It's pretty specific. The Bozeman, Montana line got me. That makes sense.
Right, Eugene, what do you say?
I think it's an absolutely believable story. My problem is with a bunch and partied all night.
Where would I have partied all night in South Dakota?
He's clearly working with real details from his life to create this lie.
Okay, so you're reviving lie.
Would I lie
personally.
to you?
Oh, hey!
Am I gonna make the commercial?
You know what, that's... Matt, what do you say? You gotta make a
I like the
decision.
certainty from Eugene as someone in the stand-up world. So, if you don't mind, Michael, we're gonna say it's a lie.
Okay, Hari, they say it's a lie. Would you please reveal to us, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
Yes, baby.
Nice. Well done.
We did
Well
it.
done.
It's a lie. Hari didn't party all night with a bunch of gravediggers. He was in bed by 9.
No.
Up next, it is Eugene. Please read your card.
Sure. When visiting Colorado, a bear broke into my rental car.
Are you talking about the animal or like a gay man?
Hey.
Wow.
I am talking about the animal.
Less interesting choice, but
What color was the bear? What kind
What
of
color?
yeah, what color bear?
I don't know, like a brownish black.
why is it that all the time when bears are being accused of breaking in cars, they're all brownish black?
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm with you, but to be fair to Eugene, I think if he said it was a polar bear, we would all call it a lie right now.
Yeah.
Eugene, you saw this happen?
Yeah.
You saw the bear actually enter your car?
I saw the bear, like, pawing the car, and then I called the police.
It was a sedan?
It was a sedan.
So a bear was able to get into a sedan.
Not inside it, like, broke the window.
This bear smashes the window, paws all around inside the window, and we're calling this a break-in now.
I don't know. I feel like that's not unreasonable. How many bears have, like, pawed around in your car? Where's the line for you?
A break-in indicates the bear got into the car, pulled out a CD player, depending on how old the car is, and then walked out with it.
And then when did it leave?
When the police came.
So you're saying that the bear might have had a record, possibly a warrant.
Maybe a warrant.
Yes. So what time of day did this happen?
This happened around 2 o'clock.
In the afternoon or in the evening?
Oh, this wasn't at 2 in the morning. This was at 2 in the
afternoon.
afternoon.
2 in the afternoon, okay.
Yeah.
All right, what do you
Bears.
think, Hari?
A break-in isn't just breaking a window and pawing around. It means that the bear got in.
Yeah.
I think this is not true.
All right, Amy, what do you think?
I've seen a lot of videos of wildlife attacking cars. Never have I seen one actually break the glass.
Amy, what are you doing watching all these videos?
Yeah.
I think Amy's allowed to do whatever she likes on
I
her
know,
free time.
I'm just getting to know my team. I want to know where to categorize the information.
This stuff should happen backstage.
Curiosity.
Yeah, it really should have been green room. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's a lie.
Sabrina?
All right, well, I've got intuition to my right, I've got intuition to my left, and I've proved to the audience at home that I know my right and left. We believe it's a lie.
Eugene, they say it's a lie. Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
It is a lie!
Yes, see, now it's all, now we're,
It was a lie. It wasn't a bear, but he had to tell the rental car company something. Okay, up next, it is Amy. Please read the card in front of you.
Extras were hired to come to my partner's birthday party.
What a way for him to find out.
Who hired them?
My mother-in-law hired them
Why?
because it was a birthday party and you want a lot of people at your birthday party.
Where was the party held?
It was at the house that she rents in the summer.
And where?
It was in Martha's Vineyard.
Where do you get extras on Martha's
Right, that
Vineyard?
was my
No, they were just actually Irish people who worked at the restaurant nearby in town.
Was there step dancing?
No.
Did she tell you that she was gonna do this?
No, she didn't tell us. We walk in, and then there's all these, like, Irish people sitting at the table, you know, I don't know, Seamus and Aoife and...
I mean, these are authentic
Connor.
Irish names.
Those are names.
Let me just say, whether it's true or not, I think I'm definitely doing this to my son.
Did your partner ever say to his mother, please don't ever do that again?
Absolutely.
So you weren't the one who said something to the mother-in-law. Your partner said something to the mother-in-law.
How often do you tell your mother-in-law that she's doing a bad job of something?
Oh, snap. Right.
Did we say how many people there were?
There was, there was Seamus and Aoife and Connor, and so, like, let's see.
There
One,
was
two,
Finnegan's
three,
Wake, and there was
five,
James
Shamrock,
Joyce.
Shamrock Shake.
7.
Bono was
The
there.
All right, we gotta make a decision. Eugene, what do you say?
I think I have to say it's not true, because if this happened to someone, we have to go right now and help them.
Michael, what do you say?
I happen to know that there are a population of kids who work on the vineyard from Ireland. They're
See?
parts of the.
Look, the whole thing is believable enough. I just think it's not true.
But you're feeling it, there's a world where it's true, just because you know there's this population in the vineyard.
I've had a couple of conversations with some kids in this particular situation, but you guys are freaking me out now.
All right, Matt, we
What do
got
you
to make
say,
a
Matt?
decision.
All right. I'm gonna go with Michael and say, we're gonna say it's true.
Okay, they say it's true. Amy, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
This is true.
We were close. We were so close.
It is true. They were
Wow.
extras, but aren't we all just play acting in this show called life? So, at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Matt's team is in the lead. Our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Sabrina's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It'll be up to Matt's team to spot who is telling the truth. Please welcome this week's special guest, the Hawk. Assist you, sir. Please stand right there. Okay, Amy, please tell us, who is the Hawk to you?
This is the Hawk. He was my co-star in a commercial.
Okay, Sabrina, what is your relationship to the Hawk?
This is the Hawk. I wrestled him for money once.
Hari, what is your relationship to the Hawk?
This is the Hawk. My high school named him after me.
Where do you want to start?
Do you guys want to start with Hari?
Yeah.
Sure, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is our high school mascot. It was named after me.
Why did they name the Hawk after you?
I've been trying to figure this out for 20 years now, but as far as I know, an underclassman named him after me because I was his favorite senior.
How did he come about this responsibility?
He had a lot of school spirit, raised the money, got this Hawk costume.
Do you know this kid's name?
Yes.
What is it?
Mark.
Mark what?
Florman.
Mark Florman?
Florman.
Yeah.
Florman. How's that spelled?
Spelled F-L-O-R-M-A-N. Florman.
And is it because he comes from a family of floor people?
And what does he do now for a living?
I'm not sure because I haven't seen him in many years. The last time I saw him, he was living in a kibbutz in Israel.
Okay, let's go. Well, we got to go to the next person.
Yeah.
Let's.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to say, Hari, if this is a lie, you didn't need to go with the kibbutz in Israel. You didn't need to add that.
Okay,
Who do
we
you want
can
to go
move
to
on.
next?
We'll go to Amy.
What was the product?
It was for a diner in New Jersey.
She can't even say it with a straight
What
face.
was the diner's name?
The Hawk Diner,
In what town?
Edison.
You just spoke and the Hawk was just hockey.
We didn't have any lines.
You used the word
I was
co-star.
a customer. I was a customer, a happy customer who went to the diner.
But you didn't speak. That qualifies as an extra.
What was the Hawk doing in the commercial?
The Hawk was just kind of like hanging out in like the foyer of the diner, kind of like just showing that it was like a fun place to go. I'm assuming.
How long ago?
This was like 93?
So, Sabrina, tell us your relationship again.
First of all, it's true.
Right.
Second of all, my relationship to the Hawk is that we once wrestled for money.
Where?
It was a fundraiser
But where?
in Long Island.
Don't give me attitude.
Who in Long Island wants to raise money for something?
Good question.
It was for a high school in Long Island.
Did you sneak up on the Hawk, or the Hawk said, okay, I'm doing this willingly?
So I'm hosting this thing and I'm bringing on students and speakers and I'm improvising. This was not planned. No one told me wrestle our mascot. So I go, hey everybody, I'm gonna put a bucket here. If we get enough money, I'm gonna wrestle the Hawk.
You were like, if I get enough money, I'll wrestle a teenager.
Yes, and I didn't realize that part.
Because how could you know the age of people in high school?
But the audience was parents, I'm assuming,
I
right?
think we need a decision over here. Michael, what do you say?
Amy's story was really, really good.
And the Hawk Diner from 1993, that costume could be from 1993?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has the pizzazz of 2017. That technology has existed for a while.
But the shape
What about Sabrina's story?
I guess you wouldn't realize in the moment you were wrestling a kid. So yeah, it's also kind of believable too.
And what about Hari?
The thing about the kibbutz threw us, right? The finish line just
I
got a
told
little
ya.
wonky.
But here's something that messes with me a little, but I'm gonna...
Sure.
Okay, it's because look at what Hari's wearing, and look at what the...
Color coordinated. Look at the beak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's loyal to his school. I feel like we know it's not Hari, right, fellas?
I think it's not.
Right?
Yeah.
And Sabrina's a very good storyteller, and you always think she's true, but there is a world where I believe that she did this gig on Long Island.
Okay, Matt, you got a decision to make.
We think Sabrina has the relationship to the Hawk.
Wow, okay. Mr. Hawk, would you please reveal your true identity?
I am the Hawk, otherwise known as Hari the Hawk.
I've missed you, Queen. I've missed you.
Great job, yes.
That was good.
The Hawk is Hari's school spirit animal. And now it's time for Follow the Leader, where we hear from our team captains. Sabrina, you're up. Please read the card in front of you.
I once played tennis against a 100-year-old man.
So you once killed a 100-year-old man?
Where did this happen?
On a tennis court.
Specifically?
Toronto, Ontario.
Explain to our audience, what is Toronto?
How many times did you play tennis with this 100-year-old man?
That was the one and only time. And I'll tell you, I didn't come in second place, okay?
Wait, are you now bragging about winning a tennis game?
Yes, I am.
Against
you
a
know
100-year-old man?
I'm competitive. Matt knows this. I've told him this before. I played tennis. I wanted to be a professional tennis player when I was younger.
So you're obviously really good. Was the other man good?
Yeah, like he was good for 100.
Yeah. How old were you when you played him?
Probably about 9. My mustache had just kicked in.
You were 9?
9?
Yeah. Without electrolysis, I would look like Hari Kondabolu, to be honest. That was the beginning part of that journey.
What part of the 100-year-old man's game was missing?
Matt, he couldn't move well.
Did he have a serve?
I want to see you at 100, okay?
Sorry, how did you meet him? Like, you were like, somebody just said, here's a 100-year-old guy.
Yeah, how did the encounter come about?
Yes, thank you.
It was actually, it was probably my first time on TV, actually.
On TV?
It happened on TV?
It was filmed as a promo for tennis.
But this was promotional.
Boy.
This was
What were
promotion.
they promoting?
They were saying, play tennis. It's good. Old people do it. Young hotties like this girl do it. There were spliced between the B-roll of all of us playing tennis were to camera sort of testimonials. My testimonial, a detail I remember, believable.
If it's true.
The sun was in my eyes, and I had an overbite and this mustache coming out. And so my eyes were sort of closed, and I remember my overbite was huge, and I remember just saying, like, when I grow up, I want to be a professional tennis player.
You were filming it, but you kept track of the score and you won?
Well, I was better than him, Eugene. I didn't throw it in his face.
What do you think?
I'm a sucker for specificity.
Yeah, like the mustache story has nothing to do with the veracity of this event.
I
No,
know.
but the
You
sun,
could attach that story to anything you tell us.
who's gonna make up that?
Hey,
when I grow up,
hold on.
Oh, the video. Do you have this video, by the way? Like, you remember it so detailed?
I have a bunch of VHS tapes.
Someone in your family probably has it.
Yeah, they've got to be on something, but
Eugene?
It's so plausible. It's confusion.
So you think it's plausible because of the details, and you think it's plausible because there are no details.
It sounds like your gut is
Matt?
leaning true, is what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know. I don't know either. I'm just trying to get your gut.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning true.
Yeah, let's give it
Or
a
I'm
try.
just
Okay,
falling in
we're
love
gonna
with
say
Sabrina.
that it's true.
All right. They say it's true. Sabrina, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is. Ooh. It is true.
Yes, it's true. Great job, Sabrina. And that's not a backhanded compliment.
That's a tennis joke.
Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show. And the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team. See you next time on Would I Lie to You.
Are you asking me a question or are you telling me the journey of your life?
I'll do both.
Okay.
I grew up in a small town called Richmond Hill, Ontario.
Let's settle in.
So life wasn't easy for a young girl in the closet, mushroom cut, hair coming out of every part of my face.
Hello! I'm Aasif Mandvi, and welcome to Would I Lie to You, where some of what we say is true and some of it's a lie. So basically, like your average dating profile. As always, our team captains are the rollicking Sabrina Jalees. And the nutty-wutty Matt Walsh.
The what?
On Sabrina's team tonight, he's a Broadway star and the voice of Prince Hans in the blockbuster Frozen. Everyone let it go for Santino Fontana. And you know him from nearly every movie and TV show you've ever seen.
Yes.
It's the great Richard Kind, everyone. And on Matt's team tonight, we've both been correspondents on The Daily Show, and we both have names that white people can't pronounce. It's Dulce Sloan.
Thank you.
And her characters have made her the comedy queen of TikTok, so you're gonna want to turn your TV vertical for the hilarious Hannah Pilkis.
Yay!
And it's time for round one. Truth be told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. It could be a lie, it could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Okay, let's get started. Dulce, would you
damn it.
please read your card?
One time at church, I accidentally sprayed pepper spray and chaos ensued.
Even in
How old were you?
14.
Who gave you the pepper spray?
My mother.
Did the preacher say, let's pray, and you got confused?
Wow.
We were getting ready to leave, and I was going through my purse, and I was trying to get my keys, and it caught everybody around me.
Your card says that chaos ensued. So what was the chaos that ensued?
Everybody had to run out because it just comes out in a spray, and you start coughing and all this other stuff.
And was this addressed at church? The next sermon maybe was like, and please?
No pepper spray.
I don't remember, but I know my mother took it from me and was like, we're gonna have to get you a knife or something.
Straight to knife.
Because a knife, when it goes off, it doesn't get everybody.
No.
You know?
Just one person.
Knife has a specific target.
All right,
Tonight's
what do you
episode
think?
is brought to you by the knife. When the knife goes off, it doesn't go everywhere.
All right, Santino, what do you think?
I think it's probably true.
Really?
Yeah, you don't?
I don't know. I just want to see how she reacts when I say really.
All right, Richard, what do you say?
One thing I don't see is everybody screaming because it's painful. But why didn't the whole church?
You should Google this and just see black people running. I'm dead serious.
No, but-
if one of these women started running, I would get off this stage. Same limit.
Watch her.
This
Oh no! That was ballerina-esque.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Sabrina, you got to make a decision.
You really do because she's very facile with her words. It's not so outlandish.
Yeah, I agree.
So I believe that happened.
I do too.
I do believe you were at church. I believe your mom gave you the pepper spray. I believe even that it could have gone off. You know what? We believe it's true.
They say that it's true. So, Dulce, would you please reveal? Is it true or is it a lie?
Lie.
That was great.
It's a lie. Dulce doesn't believe in pepper spray. Okay, next up, it is Richard Kind. Please read your card.
I gave Paul Newman a piggyback ride.
What do you
Yes,
say?
you in the corner.
Are you talking about the dressing man? Like the salad dressing man?
I prefer to think of him as a popcorn man.
Okay.
But whatever you want to think.
When did this happen, Richard?
20 years ago.
And where were you that you were with Mr. Newman?
I had done a play. And I came out of the theater and he thought I was good and jumped on my back and told me in my ear how good I was.
Whoa.
No,
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Paul Newman initiated the piggyback ride?
And you were just ready to give a piggyback ride?
And my back hurts to this day.
I am in love with you.
Are you sure this card shouldn't have read, I was assaulted by Paul Newman?
They didn't write that.
20 years ago, Paul Newman was still an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Paul Newman. Paul Newman drank beer every day of his life.
Every day?
A lot of beer.
Yeah.
Paul Newman did sit-ups every day of his life.
What's going on?
And Paul Newman drove race cars, driving up until the end of his life. Why can't he jump on my back? That seems like the easiest thing in the world.
So, had you met Paul Newman before?
No.
No.
What? Paul Newman, big movie star. First time you meet him, he says, Richard, you were great in the play. Whoop! And he's on you.
That is incorrect. I wish you would listen to my story. He jumped on my back and whispered in my ear a compliment.
What's the compliment?
He said, kid, you're like a locomotive. Once you get started, there's no stopping you.
How long was he on your back?
Enough to say, kid.
Like a locomotive.
All right, what do you say, Hannah?
I can't imagine someone running towards me and me immediately knowing to catch them that way.
If I knew he was coming, I would have said, hey, Pa. Want a piggyback ride? Tell me something.
It's almost like Paul's risking.
From Santino.
All right, what do you say? You got to make a decision.
Dulce, what are you vibing?
I want to say that it's true, but it's so wild.
Yeah.
That I want to say it's a lie.
Okay.
Okay, Matt, your team is clearly not helping you at all.
You just said every answer. I think it's a lie.
Okay.
What do you think?
I guess I feel like it's more likely a lie, and I don't know why, but we'll see what happens. We believe Team Beautiful says it's a lie.
All right, Team Beautiful says it's a lie. Richard, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
I would like to announce to my team that we are on the comeback because it is true.
You were right. What did we learn? Listen.
I knew it was true.
It's true. Richard was Newman's own workhorse. And next up it is. And Hannah, you're up. Please read the card in front of you.
I set off museum alarms doing a TikTok dance in front of a Van Gogh.
Where was this Van Gogh?
In Amsterdam.
Which museum?
Van Gogh is featured there, so I want to say the Den Haag Museum. I'm Dutch.
Could you do the dance first that you did?
yes.
All right.
The TikTok dance. That was a wonderful dance. Give it up for Hannah. Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Which Van Gogh was it?
Yeah.
Gotta be one of his self-portraits, I believe. A profile, one ear. I mean, of course.
Did you get your earrings from a museum?
No.
They're artistic.
Yes, they're repurposed wood.
Ooh, come on, Etsy purchase.
We know it's repurposed because wood is supposed to be a tree. That is the purpose of wood. Just saying.
All right, Santina, what do you think?
I think she's telling the truth.
Why?
Because that dance could not be made up. Chosen
Watch
to
this.
Oh,
Watch
God.
this.
Oh my God. I don't know who to believe.
Oh my God. I make up a dance.
I don't know who to
Anybody
believe.
can make up a dance. The silliest argument I
Richard, yeah.
I'm after your job. I want you.
What are you saying?
I believe that she did because it's not an outrageous thing.
So you you don't agree with my reasoning. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
agree,
yeah.
but you don't agree with the
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Bros, I see Hannah's face, and it's all kind of becoming clear to her that we know the truth, which is we believe it's true.
They say it's true. Hannah, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Oh my God! Dude, that was awesome. Oh my God. That was so well played.
Hannah was not a Van Gogh dancer. So, at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Maxime is in the lead. Our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Sabrina's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It'll be up to Matt's team to spot who is telling the truth. Please welcome this week's special guest, Jean-Luc. Well, Richard, please tell us, who is Jean-Luc to you?
This is Jean-Luc. For years, I only called him by his nickname, Dr. Beef.
Dr. Beef.
Okay. Sabrina, can you please explain how you know Jean-Luc?
Well, this is Jean-Luc, and he helped me solve a crime.
And finally, Santino, can you please explain how you know Jean-Luc?
This is Jean-Luc. I starred in a play playing him and about his life as a party planner.
Okay, why is his nickname Mr. Beef?
Wait, is it Mr. Beef or Dr. Beef?
Sorry.
Dr. Beef. Because he used to be a nutritionist.
It's Dr.
Now,
Beef.
I have tried many a diet over my years. I went to one guy whose name was Doc Hollydew. Swear to God. I've been through it all. And years ago, he was, at the time, told me, eat meat. You have to eat beef, fish. But at the time, nobody ate beef. Are you kidding? You became a vegetarian.
So you stayed friends with him even though he was giving you bad advice, according to your doctors.
We played golf together, and that's how I know him. But because he had prescribed beef to me, which killed me, I called him, I could have called him Dr. Meat, but I didn't. Beef is funnier because it has a B and an F.
Yes. Okay, well, let's move on.
Let's go to
Sabrina.
Sabrina, can you read
your card or
can you
tell
just
us your
say what it
relationship,
is, your
sorry?
relationship again?
This is Jean-Luc, and he helped me solve a crime.
What was the crime?
Mail theft.
Oh, awful.
He was the guy in the building. If you needed security footage, you go straight to Jean-Luc.
And you're close with this man.
Let me look how happy he is to see me.
How did he help you solve the crime?
In what way?
Okay. I needed a new faucet, got the new faucet, was waiting. You know, when you lose something
Oh my
like
God,
a faucet.
Please.
You're really giving yourself time to think about
it
this.
said delivered. I didn't see the delivery.
Jesus above. All you had to say was, somebody has stolen my package, and I called this man to help me find my package.
This wasn't really a crime. This was more like the card could have just read, somebody picked up the wrong package. Okay, who do you want to move on to now?
I guess
The last
person we haven't talked to.
This is Jean-Luc. I starred in a play based on his life as a party planner.
Why did they turn his life into a play?
Yeah.
What was happening for that
it's-
to be a thing?
In acting school, we did it. Our teachers chose this Richard Greenberg play that not many people know called The Party's Over. Richard Greenberg knew Jean-Luc And it's a beautiful story about this guy who came to life by giving other people joy, and then watching that kind of start to fall apart.
Was this before or after the J-Lo movie, The Wedding Planner?
Definitely way before.
Probably before.
Way before the J-Lo
Great
movie.
question.
And Jean-Luc liked your portrayal of him?
Yeah, we brought his life back, you know, to life.
He's not dead,
He
right?
brought his life back to life.
I'm not the writer.
You just tell us the basic plot of the play.
Sure. An exuberant party planner is throwing parties for his friends over the summer as he comes to learn that the world is changing.
I mean...
Logline.
That's the
Logline, baby.
logline. What are we thinking over here?
The most plausible thing is not Dr. Beef.
Right. Let's all agree it's not Dr. Beef.
not Dr.
All right.
Beef.
That's
We're in
out.
agreement it's not Dr. Beef.
Dr. Beef.
But it could be,
gone.
obviously. We don't know anything.
Sabrina was so caught up in the Dr. Beef story that she couldn't come up with her own story.
Okay.
You had no story.
She was distracted.
Hannah.
I think Santino's story was super plausible and honestly kind of heartfelt.
Okay, Matt, I will need your decision. Is Jean-Luc Richard's beef boy Sabrina's delivery detective, or did he inspire Santino's party part?
We believe he inspired Santino's party part.
Okay, they're saying it's Santino. Jean-Luc, would you please reveal your true identity?
So I'm Jean-Luc. I'm French with an accent. Help Sabrina.
Yay! Yay! Yes, it's true. Jean-Luc was Sabrina's package PI. So at the end of our This Is round, it's a tie game. And now it's time for Follow the Leader, where we hear from our team captains. Matt, read the card.
One of the best jobs I've ever had was as a mall loudspeaker announcer.
Why was it so good?
Because it was so easy. You just sat in an office all day and threw out a few announcements.
Did you ever make funny voices?
I did alter my voice a little bit, or I put urgency into things that weren't so urgent.
Like, give us an example of something you might have, put urgency.
Don't forget, shoppers, we are closing in 9 minutes.
Wait, were you supposed to be a ghost announcer?
Oh, 9 minutes.
Scooby-Doo villain? Was it kind of like a sexy job when you walked into the mall? Everyone was like, hey, voice guy.
No, I didn't get that kind of praise.
What else did you do? Was that your entire job, just to talk over the PA system, or did you do other things?
No, I was in charge of the dock, the North Dock. So I would check in people, I would hold items,
And where
I would
was
lock
this?
This was at the Joliet Mall in Joliet, Illinois.
And did you get scouted straight from that to be the announcer for SNL?
I never got.
Chevy Chase.
I never got the SNL audition.
How old were you when you did this?
I was 28.
What year was that?
What? Oh, you rude. 'Cause you
20 years ago.
3.
20 years ago.
You were 28 and you were the loudspeaker at a mall and you ran the North Dock.
Well, yeah. The loading dock.
What was the name of the mall?
Lewis.
He said that.
Juliet Mall.
Did it match what he said before when I wasn't listening?
He said Juliet Mall. He said the Juliet Mall.
Did you have another job at the time?
I was a comedian at the time. I was working, trying to, do jobs, comedy jobs.
Did you ever work on material on the mic?
I did take liberties with my job, yes.
For example?
I said that there was a missing child.
And this was the comedy.
And there wasn't a missing child?
There wasn't a missing child.
What was the joke part of the fake missing child?
Is that there was no child?
His name was Jerry.
That's funny.
That's good.
That saves it.
All right, what do you think, Santino?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I tell you what I think.
Yes.
I think he worked in this mall like that. But the interesting thing is I made announcements. But it wasn't just announcements. I worked at a mall where one of my jobs was, but the line is, I was a mall announcer. I believe him, is what I'm saying.
You believe him.
What do you think, Sabrina?
I think Matt's got a golden voice. I think Matt's going like this because he sees we're sniffing close to him right now.
Talk about everything you're thinking.
All right.
Did I turn the oven off?
Me and the sexy boys believe it's true.
They say it's true, Matt. Please reveal to us. Is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
Again.
Yes, it's a lie, but the truth can be picked up at the information desk.
I love it.
Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show, and the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team. Yes. See you next time. Would I Lie to You?
I received my best career advice from a Ouija board.
That tracks for you.
Did the Magic 8 Ball not have an answer for you?
I don't do cocaine.
Oh, wow.
I don't do cocaine.
That's awesome.
Show where lies weave a tangled web and even the truth can tie you up in knots. As always, our team captains are the illustrious Sabrina Jalees and the astounding Matt Walsh. On Matt's team tonight, they charmed us on At Home with Amy Sedaris, scared us on Search Party, but will they fool us tonight? It's the multi-talented Cole Escola. And you've seen our next guest on Late Night with Seth Meyers. It's the delightful, the witty, the millennial Karen Chi, everyone. And on Sabrina's team tonight, he's a regular on the hit CBS drama Evil. What an incredible cast that show has. I mean, it's just multi-talented. It should really just get nominated for all the... Anyway, oh, sorry, it's Kurt Fuller, everyone. And finally, she's a talented actress of both stage and screen, which is great news because our stage has a bunch of screens. From The Good Fight, it's the terrific Sarah Steele. It's time for round one. Truth be told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. Could be a lie, it could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Remember, players are reading the card exactly as written. Let's get started. Karen, you're up.
All right. I persuaded my parents to raise my allowance with a PowerPoint presentation.
True, no questions. When did this take place?
Like 3 months ago? No, I want to say I was in 6th grade, so like 11?
And do you have a conference room in your house?
That's what I call my bedroom, yeah.
Ah, okay.
What was convincing about the PowerPoint presentation?
I don't know if anything was convincing so much as that it was really long. And they were like, let's finish this. We'll just give you more money.
How much more money were you looking for?
$2.50.
An hour or?
No, for my allowance.
Allowances are weekly.
How much do you pay your children per hour? How long was the presentation?
I think I got through maybe like 35 minutes when it
And
stopped.
how much more was there?
I want to say a full hour.
Wow.
Why?
So
Can
was
you
that
just-
your plan from the beginning?
To, like, filibuster them? No, that was not my plan. I really thought I tried to make the PowerPoint very fun.
What did you want to spend the money on?
I think it was just, like, on principle, I found out my friends were getting, like, $10 to $15, and I was getting $8.
Once that allowance was upgraded, what kinds of things were you flossing with?
Well, I was on, like, the soccer team and stuff, so I think I got, like, new shin guards.
So your parents didn't buy your sports equipment?
I think I already had sports equipment that they bought me, and then I was like, I would like to upgrade my shin guards.
That's a lot of weeks.
You spent an allowance on like something new you want to wear,
yeah,
or
like
something, you know, a
New
popsicle.
shin guards.
A popsicle?
Brushing your teeth with a popsicle just
frozen
now?
ice.
Frozen ice.
Kurt grew up in the 1930s, so...
Yeah.
Okay, let's make a decision. Kurt, what do you say?
Well, I don't know why somebody needs a PowerPoint presentation to ask their parents for money.
Yeah.
I think it's an effective strategy.
You do?
I do.
Yeah,
I think it
believe
shows
it.
your parents, I'm working hard for this. I want to show you why. Like, I think that would be a shrewd way to get your parents to give you more money. The only thing that's tripping me up is the shin guards. That's it.
I think she's telling the truth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah?
I do too.
You do too?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I'm a team player. We believe it's true.
Ah, Karen, they say it's true. Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
I am thrilled to say it is a lie.
She knows the game.
That was
She
good. It's a lie. Karen was just giving us the business.
Thank you.
Okay, next up. Kurt, could you please read from your card?
Pro wrestler Hulk Hogan gave me an infection.
What was the infection?
It was an infection of the throat.
What was the inciting incident?
We were doing a scene. He did something that just scratched and infected my throat.
Let's show the people what happened.
Sure.
Okay, you be Hulk, I'll be you.
All right.
What's the show you're on with Hulk Hogan?
Okay, brother.
It's called Okay, Brother.
No, we're on the set of one of the greatest movies ever made, No Holds Barred.
Okay.
With Hulk Hogan.
I'm an actor, I'm playing you.
Yeah.
And what happened in the scene?
You try and bribe me, all right?
Hey, here's $100.
No, 50,000.
Here's 50K.
And you say, you come over to my network and that's all yours.
I say that?
To me.
Come over to my network and it's all yours.
Well, Mr. Brell, seems like to me, I won't be around when this shit starts.
And he shoved it in your throat?
All right, thank you.
He did shove something in
my
my mouth
God.
just now.
Dare I say, Kurt, this sounds like an extraordinarily good film.
Well, the Academy ignored it.
Yeah.
So he shoved the check.
It was a funny line. I won't be around when this check clears. And shoved it down my throat, into my stomach, and then, of course, it would clear. Not at the bank. The movie was full of that kind of wonderful humor.
Did the stage direction say anything like...
Yes. I thought he was going to fake it like we do in show business. Instead, he shoved it, and his fingers...
Like your fingers were just in my throat.
You know what? I sort of understand him because you do get carried away. They went down and they scratched my throat.
Whoa. So you literally felt his fingers in your throat?
Yes, I did.
Did he call the next day?
What do you think?
I think it's true.
You're feeling truth.
I think it's true.
I gotta say, the reenactment being inside of it felt real.
Yeah.
What did you feel? Yeah, I
I
believe.
also think it's true, because that line he had about now the check clears or whatever feels like one of those things where a long time ago people would have been like, that's witty, we gotta put that in a movie, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so he definitely did a movie with him, and there was that line was definitely in the movie.
So you know for sure this is a real movie?
In terms of,
I believe it. I think
okay,
it's true.
all right. We over here feel that it's true.
They say that it's true, Kurt. Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
I have to tell you very proudly that it is true.
It is true. Kurt Fuller got throat checked by Hulk Hogan. Okay, next up. And Cole, please read the card in front of you.
As a child, I posed as my mother to get on TV.
What was the TV show, Cole?
QVC.
It's cute that you think that's TV.
How old were you at the time?
10.
And how old was your mother at the time?
God, she had me when she was 32, plus 10.
42.
42, maybe 43.
You were actually on camera pretending to be your mother?
No, I pretended to be her on the phone.
Okay. So at 10 years old, you're saying you sounded like a 42-year-old woman.
Yes.
And did anyone know you did this? Like,
I think the question, Sarah, is did anyone care that you did this?
Well, yeah. Afterwards, I was like, oh my God, I got on TV.
You didn't get on TV.
You didn't get on
I hope you haven't based your whole life on the fact that you think you were on TV, because you were
I'm
not.
here.
Yeah, look where it got me.
Look where it got me.
What kinds of things were they doing in the studio?
They were demonstrating this cleaning product.
they just
Did
asked
you
to
yourself
come
watch QVC when you were 10 years old?
Yes.
You were a fan?
Yes. You caught me, okay? Yes.
So you called in to review a cleaning product, to talk
To
about
give testimony about the cleaning product.
Okay, so I want to hear the testimony.
I was like, I've used this carpet cleaner for years. I have 2 young boys at home and a fireplace, and my carpets get so dirty, and I use this, and the stain comes right out, and I just love it so much.
What else? What do you think?
I think this might be true.
I think it's. Well, this is exactly what we did as kids.
What do you say, Kurt?
I don't believe you. Okay?
Okay.
I don't believe you. I don't like. I like the way you told the story, but I don't believe it. It was something. There was something half-assed about it.
All right, Sarah, what do you say?
I think the story is very credible. The only thing giving me pause is that I do feel like Cole is trying to convince us that it's true, which makes me think maybe it's
But look at Cole's face right now. Cole is not campaigning.
Okay.
Cole
Yeah, I think it's true.
You think it's true?
I do.
All right, Sabrina, you have a decision to make.
We believe it's true.
Cole, they say that it's true. Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Yes.
It's true. QVC got way more than they bargained for. So, at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Matt's team is in the lead. And our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Sabrina's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It'll be up to Matt's team to spot who is telling the truth. Please welcome this week's special guest, Sean. Sean, if you just stand right there. Thank you. Okay, Sarah, who is Sean to you?
This is Sean. He took a bath in my parents' sink.
Okay. Sabrina, can you explain your relationship to Sean?
This is Sean. He was my boot camp instructor for 10 minutes.
Okay, and Kurt, how do you know Sean?
This is Sean. After a meeting on a plane, we immediately went golfing together.
All right. Where do you want to start, Matt?
We'll start with Kurt. Where were you flying?
Flying back into LA from New York.
First class?
No extended coach. I don't pay for first class.
Do you need friends so badly that you're just picking up people on airplanes to play golf with?
Anna and I were both actually almost dressed for golf. We had our polo golf shirts on, and
This is some definite first class right here. This is.
You sound like
Were you in New York to play golf?
I was not in New York to play golf. I was in New York to work.
So you were flying home?
Yes.
Was this at the end of the job?
No. I was
Kurt,
going to
you
come
do
back.
realize you're on a game show where people ask you questions.
Who struck up the conversation?
I did.
And you said?
I said, boy, we both look like we're about to go play golf. Isn't that funny?
And he said?
He said, well, you know, I'm looking for a game.
This whole thing sounds like a euphemism for sex.
So you went right from the airport to the golf club?
Yes.
And what time did you leave New York?
Earliest flight, it was like 5 a.m.
All right, who do you want to move on to now?
We'll go to Sarah.
Would you please repeat what your relationship to Sean is?
He took a bath in my parents' sink.
When he was how old?
I am not entirely sure.
And does Sean know your parents?
Yes.
Were Sean's mom and your mom friendly?
No.
They're
They
not.
did not know each other when he took this bath.
Oh, so he was a little child in your home taking a bath.
Yes.
How did he get in?
His grandmother.
Why was his grandmother at your house?
She was running a daycare.
Did your parents know there was a daycare being run at their home?
Great question.
Yeah.
Did Sean's family live in your home before your family moved in?
His grandmother did.
How did you come back in contact with Sean?
I met Sean on Tinder.
And okay. And how did you come to realize that he had taken a bath in your parents' sink?
We realized it on our first date.
Are you guys currently dating?
Yes.
Ah! Okay.
This is like a rom-com.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, Sabrina.
This is Sean, and he was my boot camp instructor for 10 minutes.
Why 10 minutes?
That's how long it took for the intercourse. I puked after 10 minutes.
This, like, military boot camp, or?
It was a fitness class in Fort Greene in the park.
What kind of things was he making you do?
Burpees, crunchies.
Crunchies?
Crunches.
No, crunches, like high-intensity training, and I had been out the night before.
Knowing that you had to do this in the morning, why did you go out on such a bender?
I really didn't think that I was gonna puke.
And so where did you puke?
Great question. You know, it was hot and sweaty, almost near the trash can.
What do you think?
Let's go through them all. The golf story.
To have left New York at 5 a.m. means he probably got up at like 3:30 to do that, meet somebody on the plane, and then immediately go golfing. That feels crazy.
Okay.
Very.
All right, same with you.
I agree.
And then Sarah's story.
That one is just so crazy, I think it's true.
And then Sabrina's.
I mean, I'm sure that has happened to her. I just don't know if it was with Sean.
Yeah, also, she took too long to remember where she puked. And you always remember where you puked.
Okay, so we say it's Sarah's.
You say it's Sarah. Sean, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Sean, and I bathed in Sarah's sink.
Yeah! Good job, team.
And now it's time for Follow the Leader, where we hear from our team captains. Okay, Sabrina, you're up.
I had an extra toe surgically removed, and when there is rain approaching, my phantom toe wiggles.
Like which toe?
Left side. The toe's gone now, but it was an extra pinky toe on my left side.
When did you have the toe removed?
I had the toe removed in high school.
So you went through, like, until you were 16 or 17 with an extra toe?
I guess a toe isn't exaggerated. It's like off of my pinky was like a little, hey guys.
When you say toe, do you mean toe, or are you just talking about like a callus?
If this is my foot, there's a little toe, there was a little toe, coming a little bit off with a tiny little nail. It was a very minor surgery. It didn't actually have bone. It was cartilage and a tiny little nail.
So when it rains.
Yeah.
That part, yeah.
Yeah, it's the rain, you feel it wiggling, or when there's rain a-coming, you feel it.
Storms are brewing.
It's
wiggles?
not just rain, it's when the weather changes, I can kind of get a sensation in my foot.
Were you born with this extra toe?
No, I had it put on, Karen.
Don't be rude to my teammate.
My parents, when I was born, were given the option to have a surgery right there, but they said, no, don't circumcise her foot.
And when it rains...
It pours.
Describe the sensation.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath in.
Okay.
And now just feel like, take this noise in and then feel... It's like that.
So does this happen for any other kind of precipitation or just rain?
All weather patterns changing.
What is the feeling?
It's kind of like a shiver.
I can't feel my pinky toe right now. Can you?
No.
Oh, that's a really good
I don't have a
point.
sense. I can't
I don't have
dial
any
that in.
Yeah. I can't
Interesting.
Be like,
I can.
Thank you.
I can too.
Why did you wait till high school to remove it?
At that time, we were changing for gym and stuff, and then that's the moment that you start getting,
self-conscious.
At that point, it was like, ooh, gosh, I've got to get rid of this mushroom cut, grow my hair long, wear hoop earrings.
Did you walk out of the hospital that day?
Yeah, I just had like a little crutch for the but I noticed I didn't really need it.
You had a crutch to remove a tiny toe?
It was because I had stitches on my pinky. Like on the side of my foot, I had stitches.
And how long until you could just walk on it again?
I realized that if I just had sort of like that boot type thing, I didn't need the crutch.
You kept it, you had a medical boot on?
Like a small one that was just protecting the side of my foot.
Like a tiny toe boot?
What do you think?
So when I walk, I don't think my pinky toe is helping my bigger toes go forward. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And so if this didn't even have bone in it, why would I have both a crutch and a boot?
But the ghost pain is fantastic, though.
But
You're
the
right. Like,
ghost
nobody
pain.
can dial in. Yeah.
You at home, right now, close your eyes and see if you can feel your pinky toe.
And now listen to
You
this
can't.
noise.
All right.
I think it's a lie.
Yeah.
I do think it's a
too.
lie.
I do too. Why not?
What do you
okay.
say?
We think it's a lie.
Okay.
You guys are crazy.
Sabrina, they say it's a lie. Would you please reveal, is this story true or is it a lie?
It is to lie. Really good. Thank you. That was good. I mean, it was a big...
Sabrina doesn't have a phantom toe. She uses a weather app like the rest of us. Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show, and the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team. See you next time on Would I Lie to You.
Did Sean recognize you from anything?
No, he didn't, which I found refreshing because it's such a hassle.
So maybe it's true.
Yeah.
That last thing makes us think it's true.
Sean still has no idea who he is, clearly.
Where celebrities fight to the death. Just kidding. That sounds like a really fun show, too. Can we do that one? As always, our team captains are the very intriguing Sabrina Jalees and the rascally Matt Walsh. And on Matt's team tonight, he's an actor and comedian who you know from shows like Happy Endings and The Mindy Project. It's the multi-hyphenated, multi-handsome, multi-hilarious Adam Pally. And in her books and TV shows, she pokes fun at super elite New Yorkers. Luckily, none of those people are here tonight. Please welcome Jill Kargman. And on Sabrina's team tonight, we have a lot of actors on this show, but nobody understands drama quite like a Real Housewife. Please welcome Real Housewife of Potomac, Giselle Bryant. And he's a comedian, songwriter, author, storyteller, musician, podcaster, and actor. And somehow he manages to make a living. It's the amazing Dave Hill.
Thank you. Stop. No, come on.
And it's time for round one. Truth be told, where our panelists read a statement from a card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. It could be a lie. It could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Okay. Let's get started. And Dave, please read the card in front of you.
Oh, wow. I was in a Billy Joel cover band, but left due to creative differences.
Were you Billy or the piano?
Do you have eyes?
Billy Joel?
Joel.
Who are the creative differences with?
Why don't you ask me who they weren't with, and then it would take me less time to answer. But seriously.
What was the name of the cover band, Dave?
It's Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Seems like a long name for a band.
Honestly, that was the first creative difference.
What would you have rather been called?
Scenes.
Can you sound like Billy Joel?
Yeah.
Can you give us a few?
Okay.
You may be right.
You may be right.
Not bad.
You may be, but I did a lot of throwing to the crowd.
All right.
No, you may be right. I may be.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's one of his most famous songs.
Oh, I'm dying to hear this. Go ahead.
We Didn't Start the Fire. Infamous for having a long list of lyrics.
And somehow not enough.
Oh.
Give us the lyrics of We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yeah.
Harry
Doris
to me,
Day. Oh, already?
Did you dress up for the events where you were performing?
Look at me. Yeah.
What did you wear?
This, a lot of nights.
That's not Joel, is it?
It's Joel-ish.
More Johnish.
It's
Yeah, more
Elton
John than
Johnish.
Joel.
It's ish.
What do you think, Adam?
Every detail is
so
Vague.
just wrong that
That's what makes it so right.
I'm gonna say he's lying.
You may be right, okay?
Jill, what do you say?
I say that I agree with Adam.
So we believe, Dave, this tale of yours is a lie.
Dave, they say it's a lie. Is it true or is it a lie?
I'm sorry to say, it is a lie.
It's a lie. Dave didn't start the fire. All right, next up, it is Giselle. Please read the card in front of you.
At an internship, part of my duties included handling human organs.
Where was your internship?
Walter Reed Institute of Pathology.
How did you get the position?
My dad wanted me to become a doctor, so he decided to throw me an internship.
How old were you when you did this internship?
Like 16, 17.
And every day there could be different tasks?
No, every day it was pretty much, let's find out why this person died. So let's pull in the dead body and pull out the organs and do our research.
You didn't like pull the stuff out of the body. It was already like in like coolers.
No, I put my gloves on and they gave me a coat and they cut the first cut.
You watched them cut it open.
How do they cut it open?
They took a very sharp knife
Okay.
and they like start from here
Yeah.
and they go zoom.
And then what? What's next?
Can you just show us exactly how they would do that?
I mean,
Adam,
be
you're
a dead
terrific
body.
actor. You-
Honestly, when you were like, what would a dead body look like? In my head, I'm like, how's this gonna look?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Just, you lay down, be the dead body.
Oh, okay. So you were rolled in. And so all of the instruments are here.
Okay.
And then a very respectable coroner picks up the sharp object and he goes like this.
Right, I get
That first one. And then comes down
Okay.
to the pubic area.
Right. Yeah.
And then he puts
Then
that
what?
down. And then there's a chainsaw that has to break the ribs.
A chainsaw?
A bone saw. It's not a chainsaw, but it's like
bone
a
saw.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we break the ribs and we open you up.
All right. Well,
And that's when the fun begins.
That seems
Yes.
plausible to me.
Thank you, Adam.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
I had a real near-death experience.
So after they cut it open with the chainsaw, what would they do next?
They take the organs and they plop them on a table and then they whisk the body away.
Do you remember the smell of was there formaldehyde?
Alcoholic.
No, not what you
Out him on
smelled
TV.
like at the time.
What did it
What
smell
did it
like
smell
in the
like in the
laboratory?
room?
Like fingernail polish.
Really?
Did anyone else know about this internship? Because it kind of feels like your dad's friend's like, you want to see a dead body? Like,
All right. What are you guys thinking?
I feel like it's too plausible, so it must be a lie.
Okay. Adam?
there is a devil's advocate that is like, she's 16, she's an intern. Do you care that much?
Right.
Right.
We're
Like her
hearing it
memory of
Like,
it?
yeah, like we're hearing it in a way
through
that
the
she
prism
could
of
have
a
lived it.
teenage
right?
mind.
Did
yeah.
you ever become a doctor?
I'm a real housewife.
She's a doctor of drama.
Yes.
Yeah.
That response just now made me think it might be true.
I hear
You on
that,
board?
and I'm on board.
I'm with you guys too. I think it's possibly true because she wasn't obviously into it because she never pursued medicine. So we believe that you were in fact in Walter Reed and it's true.
Oh, wow. Giselle, would you please reveal to us, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
These are bad people.
It's true. Back in college, Giselle had a lot of guts. All right, next up. Who's next on the agenda? It is Jill. Please read your card.
My brother and I accompanied our babysitter to her job as a Playboy bunny.
I'm sorry, could you read that again?
My brother and I accompanied our babysitter to her job as a Playboy bunny.
As a Playboy bunny.
Where does a Playboy bunny go to work?
She was a cocktail waitress at the Playboy Club.
And she worked at the Playboy Club and also as your babysitter.
Yes,
Was
moonlighting.
was she a good babysitter or your dad just kept her around for the articles?
She sounds amazing.
She was fun. She was pretty and gave us frozen Kit Kats.
What exactly is a frozen Kit Kat?
It's a Kit Kat bar that you shove in the freezer, so it's extra crunchy.
How old were you?
I was like 7 or 8.
And your brother was?
4.
What was the name of this bunny?
Sue.
Sue Bunny?
Sue.
Are you sure? Was her name Sue, or is that what your parents did to her when they found out that she was taking their kids to a sex club? So you're 7 years old, you're old enough to be collecting some trauma. Take me to that moment that you see something weird at the Playboy Club.
I just was really into the cottontails and the little corsets. I thought it was kind of cool.
Same.
I didn't think of it as overtly sexual, really. I just thought it was cute. We got a lot of attention from the cocktail waitresses.
And what strip club are your parents working at?
They were out to dinners. They didn't know what was going on.
Did they ever find out?
Yes.
And what happened then?
They came home and there were no kids there.
They come home from a party, their kids are missing.
Yes.
They don't call the police?
Well, they went to the doorman, because I grew up in a doorman building, and the doorman said, oh, they went out with Sue.
Did you see Sue after this incident?
Never saw her again.
Did you miss her?
No, it was like a revolving door.
I miss her. I don't even know her, but I do miss her.
What do you think, Giselle?
A lot of details here.
But then also a lot of not details.
Yeah.
I want it to be true for me.
No, I think she's lying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She's lying?
Okay.
You think she's lying?
I do think she's lying.
All right.
We believe it's a lie.
Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It's true!
Well done. Well done.
That's true. Jill got to go to her babysitter's club.
You can freeze Kit Kats?
So, at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Matt's team is in the lead. And our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Sabrina's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It'll be up to Matt's team to spot who is telling the truth. Please welcome this week's special guest, Paisley. Okay, Dave, who is Paisley to you?
This is Paisley. We belong to the same mama group.
Okay. Sabrina, what is your relationship to Paisley?
This is Paisley. She hired me to prank her kids.
Okay, Giselle, what is your relationship to Paisley?
This is Paisley. She and I run a monthly shoe swap.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Dave Hill.
Yeah.
Explain what a mother's group is.
It's a group of moms.
Dave, the obvious question here is, are you a mom?
I am not.
How did you get into this mom group?
It was a group of moms that would get together at the coffee shop in my neighborhood.
What neighborhood?
In Manhattan.
Okay.
I would go there every day, and I would see this group of women chatting, and I would overhear what they were talking about, like complaining about some of the problems they were having with their husbands or with their children. And I was like, this sounds a lot like a lot of the problems that I'm having with myself. And one day I decided to sit down and do the work, Matt.
How many moms were in this group?
Including myself, about 8 moms.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
All right. We'll do it your way. 7 moms.
7 moms plus Dave. Are there any other men in this group?
No. I'm the only one that had what it takes. And I don't know if this is a compliment or not, but they said I was non-threatening.
Is this like when a pack of wolves
Yes.
takes in a lost child and
a
raises
feral
it one of their
child.
own? Is that kind of what this is?
I resent you calling Paisley a wolf.
I don't need to hear any more of this.
You want to move on to Sabrina?
Yes. What was the prank?
They were very messy. So the prank was to show up as a police officer and say, I'm doing a checkup on the house to see if the kids are cleaning up their act.
How did you meet her?
My college booking agent, Kate, texted me one night saying she was having drinks with her friend and they had a funny idea.
They had a funny idea.
Yeah, she was like, do you want a $200 gig in Park Slope 1 hour? And I was like, that's double my current rate, so.
Did it ever occur to you that it might be traumatic for kids to have a police impersonator come in and scare them like that?
I look butch and stern, but I'm a fun gal, you know? So I think that if it was someone like Adam that showed up or Matt, yes, trauma.
How dare you? How dare you?
I didn't handcuff them. I just basically gave them a talking to and made it seem as if I had to come again, they were gonna have to come with me to a detention center.
Okay, we can move on.
Okay. All right. Giselle.
Why would you want to wear other people's worn shoes?
I have a girlfriend circle, and we like to share stuff. Share bags, share purses, share whatever.
Just like Dave.
No, I'm actually a woman who wears shoes.
Right, got it.
Yeah, so...
I have shoes.
Not like Dave.
Dave has
No,
shoes.
Not like Dave. So...
Oh, he does! Hey, he does!
Jealous.
Much. So then it got to be a situation in which we wanted to venture out of our little circle. I was introduced to Paisley, and she kind of handles all of the logistics and the legwork because I don't have time for that.
So if you have a bunch of shoes in your closet, how does she get them?
They're shipped to her.
You'll ship them to her directly.
She sends out these shipping things. She emails them to me, and
so
then...
you don't know who's wearing the shoes?
Well, I'm done with it. Like, the shoes can go.
Did you say it's a swap?
It's a swap. So
you're not getting any money, you're just getting other shoes.
The deal is, like, if you are in the public a lot and you are seen wearing these particular shoes a lot, you might only want to wear them once and then be done with them.
I buy that. I buy it.
You do?
Yeah, I think Giselle's telling the truth.
I think that Giselle is telling the truth, but not about Paisley.
You're not vibing shoe expert from Paisley.
No.
Are you vibing that Dave is in a mommy group?
More.
Why would a group of women absorb some dude?
Because Dave has a stray sweetness to him. If you saw him in a coffee shop.
I do buy that, but I think maybe once or twice I wouldn't say, like, let's all hang out.
And what about Sabrina?
But Paisley doesn't strike me as someone who would endanger their children to some kind of trauma.
You know, I think I'm coming around. I do think that the mommy group thing it's too weird. When he first said it, I was like, what? And then now, because the other two seem so plausible.
All right, Matt, I need a decision from you. Is Paisley Dave's mommy groupie, Sabrina's pranky payout, or Giselle's shoe swapper? What's it gonna be?
We believe that Paisley is Dave's mommy groupie.
Paisley, they say you are Dave's mommy groupie. Can you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Paisley, and Dave belonged to my mommy group.
Yes!
I'm so mad. I'm selling my home.
Yes, Paisley proved that it takes a village, or at the very least, one Dave Hill. And now it's time for Follow the Leader, where we hear from our team captains. Sabrina, you're up. Go ahead and read the card exactly as written.
Oh my gosh. I once got kicked out of a model casting call for being the wrong Sabrina.
So when you say the wrong Sabrina, there was another actress with the name Sabrina?
Yes, exactly.
That was called in for the product.
Yes, I had a model, I had a commercial agent.
Uh-huh.
And she sent me out, this was my first audition.
Would you characterize your agent as terrible?
She was a sweet woman, but I had received the wrong breakdown. So it was asking me to wear a skirt and basically dress in what is drag for me. And so I borrowed a bunch of my girlfriend at the time's clothes and just sort of hobbled with these big wedge shoes to Midtown.
This was in Midtown?
Yes.
When you got the breakdown and you saw that it was so different from you, even though you wanted to get it.
Adam, to come from Canada and get an opportunity in America, there's a bit of like a confusion. I was just so eager.
Yeah, I mean, it's never happened before. There's never been a successful Canadian in the entertainment industry.
Did this Sabrina also have the same last name as you?
The casting agent, she calls in front of me, she calls my agent, and she goes, yeah, there's a frickin' problem. I asked you for Sabrina Jalees, the model from Brazil. You sent me Sabrina Jalees, the comic from Bushwick.
And this is in Midtown?
Yeah.
I started in commercials. I remember pretty well that like 99% of commercial castings happen downtown.
Well, not for the sexy girls.
I know this is like sticking on a small detail. I just feel like most of those commercial auditions were downtown, like 14th Street.
Yeah.
Like For real, I'm being totally serious.
right.
Or
They
in
were
the
down to-
20s and 18th.
In the 20s and 18th.
Yeah.
But if you got a Midtown audition, you were going out for like real stuff.
Like, what's real stuff? When you define real stuff, like TV?
Yes, or Broadway.
Right.
Was it a Broadway audition?
I was in Midtown, I know that.
Okay.
That's why I don't believe you.
Oh gosh, well then I can change.
All right, let's make a decision. We got to decide. Matt, what do you think?
I think it's a lie, but I know that it's true.
Wow. So you're saying she's intentionally lying about Midtown and things like that in the breakdown?
And
Or
she's
no?
trying to throw you off.
She's trying to throw us off by being bad.
She's so smart.
She's
and
being.
funny.
She's trying to.
She is
yes.
smart and funny.
She's
I'll
trying
give
to
you that.
throw
I
us-
hate
she
saying
is.
this,
She's
but she is smart and funny.
She's
She's
desperate.
desperate.
She
It's
needs
her
the
Hail
points.
Mary.
It's her Hail Mary. She's throwing us off. She's telling us a true story badly.
Okay.
That's right.
Wow, that was a roller coaster. So we are currently at, we believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a lie.
Wrong. We believe it's
We
true.
believe it's true.
Sorry. I said correct me if I'm wrong, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
We as a team wholeheartedly believe it's true.
It's true. You believe it's true. Put us out of our misery and reveal to us, is it true or is it a lie?
Well, things are about to turn around for our team, but not this game because it is true!
Oh my God! That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
You gotta never bring
It's
this up
true
again.
the casting agency may have gotten the wrong Sabrina, but we got the right one. Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show, and the winner of Would I Lie to You this week is Matt's team. See you next time on Would I Lie to You.
There was no way they were gonna let me play baseball. Like,
What was your position?
And I play shortstop. Look at me.
What?
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Nice
Okay,
catch.
checks
All
out.
right, catch.
Checks out.
That was a thing? That's a thing?
Where does
But
this
this,
short?
I can do that.
Pop up. Look at that.
Hello, I'm Aasif Mandvi, and welcome to Would I Lie to You? Caution, this show contains false information. Proceed at your own risk. As always, our team captains are the roguish Sabrina Jalees, the sprightly Matt Walsh. And on Sabrina's team tonight, he's a writer and actor who's been named one of the 10 most intriguing people in the state of Maine, which is one of the 50 most intriguing states. It's the great John Hodgman. And you've seen his acting chops on Younger, Ugly Betty, and more. But let's see how his chops get busted tonight. Please welcome Michael Urie. And on Matt's team tonight, you've seen her on The Good Fight and on stage in The Book of Mormon and Les Miserables. She's an actress and a director, but is she a liar? Please welcome Nikki M. James. And finally, he's not a terrible journalist, but he plays one on TV. It's Jordan Klepper.
Very true.
All right,
Thank
it's
you.
time for round one. Truth be told, where our panelists read a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. Could be a lie, could be true. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Okay, let's get started. First up, it is Jordan. Please read the card in front of you.
Thank you. During a football game, I gloated so hard I broke my collarbone.
I'm gonna need you, Jordan, to step out into the performance space right away and show
Wow.
me what that gloat looks like.
Yeah, what kind of gloat?
Bone
fracturing.
She's aggressive. It was a flag football game.
Yeah, okay.
The ball came in, a tip situation.
Wow,
grab.
a lot of tips.
Okay,
Wow.
great.
It's a run, move, run, look.
Talk about move.
Drunk football,
Touchdown.
baby.
Touchdown.
Okay.
It's a celebration. Leap
Yeah.
in the air. Realization that you should do a somersault.
Sure. Sure.
Somersault. Realization you shouldn't do a somersault. Into.
Oh!
Broken collarbone.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Not that I would know, but what position did you play?
Yeah.
It was a flag football game, so like it was fluid.
Who were on the teams?
It was a co-ed game for kind of people who were in New York for Thanksgiving without homes to go to. Not like cats. I made it sound like we were cats. We weren't cats. I mean, there were homes we could. I will tell you, we were not cats.
Can we get someone from production to put out a little bowl of milk on the stage?
Yeah, exactly.
What did it look like beneath the skin? What are the jibber jabber?
Is that a technical term?
Yes.
That's the medical
Couldn't
term.
really tell from the outside, but when you saw the X-ray or the jibber jabber, as the doctors call it.
Yes, thank you.
It was severed. It needed.
That's why they call it a jibber jabber, because it jibbed.
It jibbered and then the jabber.
Jibs and jabs.
It was a fracture of the jib-jabula.
Yes, exactly.
Did you walk around with a neck brace?
I got a metal plate put in.
Yeah, I happen to have a very powerful magnet. Will you allow me to test your magnetism?
You have a magnet on you right now?
Well, no, but...
Okay.
How has the injury affected you?
It sucked for like 6 months, but right now, you know, I would gladly play on your touch football
I'll tell
team.
you what, it's certainly given you a hell of a boring story to tell.
Oh, you hear them? You hear that? They don't like that, John. That was mean.
So you're saying it's true?
My instinct is it is true.
Because it's so boring, it has
And
to
you
be
know
true.
him.
I do know him. And
Have you ever
seems
played
broken to
football
me.
with Jordan?
Have I ever played football with a human? No.
What do you think, Michael?
I think no cat would deny being a cat that much.
Yeah.
Oh. We're still on the cat.
So you're saying he's human?
We're still on the cat.
I believe he's human.
Now, do you believe the story?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah.
one. Yes.
Right. I believe it.
Yeah, I see his face too, like the smile emoji is turning into a not smile emoji as we're saying we believe it.
So now you're saying he's an emoji.
Now he's doing smile emoji because I caught him.
You caught him?
Actually, either way, I wouldn't know how to play this moment.
Just start doing this.
And that's true.
Not
If
a cat.
I were you, that would be my suggestion.
Not a cat.
That would throw us for a loop. You have to acknowledge.
Just not a cat,
Yeah.
all right? I'm not a cat.
Okay, Sabrina, you have a decision to make.
We believe it's true.
All right, Jordan, they say it's true. Would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It is true.
Yes! Yes! This is the way I want to start the show!
It is true. Jordan should never dance. Up next, it is John Hodgman. Please read your card.
I was served a delicious, full English breakfast while detained at a London police station.
Why were you detained?
I was trespassing.
Where were you trespassing?
The London Zoo.
What were you trying to get into?
That zoo that I mentioned.
What specifically in the zoo?
The entrance or a particular exhibit?
It was just the idea to go into the zoo when it was not open to the public.
So give us the events. You try to enter the zoo.
I didn't try, I succeeded. That was
You
the problem.
succeeded
That's my guy.
Thanks.
in entering the London Zoo
Yes.
when it was not open.
I was in college. I was in London for the semester on a drink abroad program of my own devising. And I was staying on the floor of the dormitory of my very close friend Charles.
So who
I was very
led the
down.
brigade to the zoo?
It was Charles and me and another guy.
And what is the way to break into the London Zoo after hours?
You climb over the fence.
How long do you find yourself in the London Zoo?
Time is a continuum, Jordan, I'll tell you.
By traditional concepts of time.
Yeah.
If you had a watch that measured those things.
Yeah, if you were in a city that was notoriously known for a large
Yeah, how long-
timepiece that can be seen from most places around the city, let's use that as a general starting
that's
point.
true. I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. We had seen a few animals. I had touched a penguin.
What do you mean you
Yeah.
touched a penguin?
I don't know what else to say, my friend.
So you guys got inside the penguin enclosure?
I did, and I touched the penguin, and the penguin bit me.
Penguin bit you?
Didn't
On my
require
finger.
medical attention.
No, it was a warning nip.
The vehicle that transported you from the zoo to the jail, what was that?
It was a car? Oh, this is believable. It had the steering wheel on the other side.
I'm worldly, and that does check.
So were they zoo police or London cops?
I believe it was zoo police at first. We saw their headlights, or what they call their lorry torches.
That's nuts.
And basically, we scrambled, and I jumped over a low fence, and I thought the car was on that side, but in fact, it was on this side. And I was suddenly lit up with the light of a very bright lorry torch and taken into custody.
Where they gave you a lovely breakfast.
They put me in a cell. They said, we'll wait until morning to figure out what to do with you. And they served me this breakfast, and it was very, very delicious.
The British criminal justice system does sound charming.
Right.
Did it taste good?
No, I just touched the penguin.
The breakfast.
Oh, the breakfast. Oh. Yes.
What were you charged with? How did you get released?
They said, repeat after me. We are idiots, and we'll never do this again. They said, right, get out of here, and we ran back to the dorm.
What do you say, Nikki?
This part could be true and everything else could be a lie.
Yes.
Which would be a tricky thing to do, and this person seems tricky.
So the general truth is plausible to me. Jordan, you've been around John, and you know he's a good storyteller.
He's definitely a storyteller.
He's a good storyteller.
He's a storyteller, yes.
Okay, we didn't say good. He's a storyteller.
I buy John Hodgman finding himself after hours in a zoo.
I'm getting a vibe from you that you almost believe it's true. So, and I feel like I'm under the same impression.
Okay.
So we believe it is true.
They say it's true. John, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
I am here to tell you that that story is true.
It's true, John went full American and got a full English. Okay, next up, it is Nikki. Please read the card in front of you.
All right, here we go. I have been knitting a scarf for 14 years.
How long is the scarf?
It's actually really not that long.
I believe it's not long.
And also, it's not every day I go home.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
on and off for 14 years.
Everything about what you said that's a given.
Yeah. I don't really know how to knit well, so it's actually the activity that I love.
Show me with your hands how you knit.
2 needles, one around, like this, one around, like this, like this, and then you count. I learned to knit for a movie role, but I only learned
What movie? What role?
Oh, it was a movie called Lucky Stiff.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry I never saw it.
No.
In my queue.
I don't know who's seen it other than me and my immediate family.
Is it adult film or?
It's
Why would her immediate family watch her adult film?
I don't know. They support her.
It's not an adult film.
What kind of yarn is it?
It's just regular yarn. It's red.
Regular yarn.
Yeah, it's yarn. It's not like fancy.
How did you learn to knit for the movie?
I was doing a Broadway show at the time, and this dresser taught me how to do it. I also bought some books.
So more than one book?
I mean, I bought a single book, How to Knit.
We have to make a decision. Michael, what do you say?
I kind of believe this.
But I feel like you're a sweetie. And she's a sweetie, and so you guys are connecting on a sweet level. Let me talk to this
Whatever
guy.
this means.
Many years ago, I lost my wife to knitting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
She's alive.
Oh. Okay.
We just haven't had a conversation for about 10 years because all she does is knit all the time.
Was she doing the right thing?
So I'm not really an expert on the hand movements, I would say.
You lost your wife to this and you're not zoning in on what she's...
No, we just lead separate lives. But I do know that my wife knows what yarn she is using.
So, sweetie cutie, you are still thinking true.
She had a book and a teacher.
Yeah, and the name of the book was How to Knit. Can't lie about that.
But between those two things, she still didn't learn. That is a little suspicious.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like I'm a victim of this weird situation you have with your wife.
All right, Sabrina, you got to make a decision. What do you say?
Well, just right there, when you said that you're a victim, that would mean that he's saying the thing that you don't want him to say. And so, therefore, I, with the permission of Cutie Sweetie and my other guy...
The anti-cutie sweetie. You know, he and I can never touch or the universe will explode.
We believe it's a lie.
Oh, they say it's a lie. Nikki, would you please reveal, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
Yes!
It's a lie. Nikki told us quite the yarn. So at the end of our Truth Be Told round, Sabrina's team is in the lead. Our next round is called This Is, where we bring on a special guest who has a close connection to one of our panelists. This week, each member of Matt's team will claim they're the one with the actual connection to the guest. It's up to Sabrina's team to spot who is telling the truth. Please welcome this week's special guest, Gary. Okay, Nikki, who is Gary to you?
This is Gary. He once helped me take a bee's nest out of my mailbox.
Matt.
This is Gary. He and I were locked in a theater together.
And Jordan, what is your relationship to Gary?
This is Gary. He is my accountant, and he has seen me naked twice.
Sabrina, where do you want to begin?
Yeah, let's start with Jordan. Why has he seen you naked?
I did an improv show where there was nudity, and it was a comedic retelling of Macbeth. He was already my accountant, and he came to see the show, and he saw me naked one time then.
And who did you play?
I was one of the witches.
Jordan, could you just demonstrate, keeping your clothes on, your nude witch performance?
Sure. There was a lot of like toil.
And you were naked the whole time?
There was a scene where I was naked. There was the classic toil scene, you know?
All right, thank you very much, Jordan.
Yeah.
Did Gary see that show twice?
The second time was at Gary's office. It was like a bathroom situation. It was one of those, open the door, you're on the toilet. I'm there, he opens, a little bit of surprise.
Did you just snap back into toil?
We can move on.
Yeah.
Matt, locked in a theater.
Yes.
How long were you locked in the theater with Gary?
Let's say a week.
A week?
We were developing a show over a week.
What was the name of the show?
The show was called Wookie.
What was the premise of the show?
It was a hospital show, and it was about, I think, organs being stolen by the doctors, and it was also a musical.
Any ditties you recall?
Love musicals.
There was a song where a woman sang about being a candy striper.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
I'm a candy striper. You got it, you
What?
Wow. All right, Nikki.
I moved into a house rental for the summer with a group of friends.
Where?
On Long Island in the Hamptons. We went to our mailbox and there was like a beehive. Gary helped me remove a beehive from my mailbox.
Why Gary?
Well, he's the person who does that stuff in this town.
Yeah,
You know, you
Gary's
call-
the famous bee guy of Montauk.
It's pest control. We called the town, we said, hey, we have this thing. They sent Gary out.
Let me tell you, a bunch of bikini girls, they're not handling it on their own. You would contact the owner to handle it.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, if I were young and renting a house, I'd probably feel like calling the owner like I would get in trouble.
Michael, what do you say?
I feel like Gary feels like a colleague of Matt's. They locked themselves in a theater and they made Wookie.
Yeah.
All right, Sabrina, is Gary Nikki's beehive bandit, Matt's locked-in lad, or Jordan's intimate accountant?
I'm gonna need the hand of my sweetie cutie and my other guy. We believe Matt has the relationship to Gary.
All right, Gary, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Gary, and I was locked in a theater with Matt.
Yes, Gary and Matt spent a week locked in a theater, and now they're bonded for life. Now it's my favorite part of the game called My Turn, where I will read a statement, and you all will have to decide whether I'm telling the truth or a big fat lie. Here goes. One time at a gym, I was told my grunts were bothering the other members.
Imagine you're bench pressing right now.
So I'm laying on my back, and I'm
you should
and
spot
it
him.
was-
Wait, hold on. You're right, John. Come
Yeah.
on, mother bleeper. Do it.
Come on, mother bleeper.
Wow. Well, that is a disruptive sound. What kind of a gym? You don't have to say the name of the gym.
No,
but
I'd like to know.
Okay, which gym do you go to?
It was a friend of mine that he gave me access to because I needed to work out for a movie.
For a movie role.
Sorry. No.
Oh, wow.
No, which role was it?
So I did a movie called The Last Airbender.
You weren't at all self-conscious about your own grunting until someone brought it up to you?
I didn't know how loud I was being. I was wearing headphones.
And what was the breakdown of the lady that complained?
Oh, why you're assuming it's a lady that complained?
What other features did the person that complained have other than it was a white lady?
Thank you for clarifying.
You know, that is incredibly sexist of you. It so happens that it was actually a white lady. The thing is, I was making a lot of noise, but I don't think that's really why she complained.
But you don't think that it was actually the grunting?
No. I think it was the farting.
You're really farting?
Well, I was drinking a lot of protein shakes.
Wow.
Really
So I think I
serious.
was farting a lot.
I don't want to rewrite this complaint, but this white lady is a real hero.
Yes!
She didn't bring up the farting. She was like, I'll make it about the grunting. It's more palatable.
All right, start with Matt's side. What do you say?
What are you vibing?
I think I buy it. I felt vulnerability there. And I bet if I watched The Last Airbender, I would have felt it too. Sorry.
I don't trust myself anymore.
I believe it.
All right, we're gonna say it's true.
They're saying it's true. Sabrina's team, what do you say?
As someone who has worked with Aasif, this definitely sounds like something you would do. Not the farting per se, but getting a hookup from a friend to do some working out that the production does not want of him.
Okay, Michael, what do you say?
I'm a little skeptical. Aasif is the kind of person who wouldn't know that he's doing this.
But you haven't worked with him the way we have.
Fair enough. Perhaps he is a grunting, farting mess of a man.
Were you the eldest in your family?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like the eldest South Asian boy in a family. He's confident, he's making noises, he's farting.
All right, I'm sold. Let's do it.
Yeah, well, I believe it.
Okay, we believe it's true.
Okay. You say it's true. You say it's true. I can reveal to you now that it is indeed a lie. A lie! Okay, that sound means it's the end of the show, and the winner of this week's game is Sabrina's team. See you next time on Would I Lie to You?
The audience enjoyed it. You know, it had a run.
How long did it run?
I don't know. I'll say a year. At a year.
It ran
A year.
for a year.
A year?
Wait.
I mean,
Let's all say it together. Ready? One.
A year?
I'm gonna have a bad dream now.